Peace unto you. Welcome to the 8-8 portal. Peace unto you. Welcome to the 8-8 portal. Peace unto you. Welcome to the 8-8 portal. This is going to be mastery of this portal. Basically, after you integrate this course we're going to give you, this live free course that we will give you, you will be a master at integrating portals, what to do when portals are present, what even is portals, and especially today, the 8-8 one. You know, as a foundational meaning, we understand that it's abundance. So 8-8 portal, it's a representation of what abundance is. So we're going to guide you to some more practical ways that you can apply the information from the beyond as it pertains to aligning yourself with the portals that, come ever so often, like today, the 8-8 portal. So today is going to be mastery of the 8-8 portal. Make sure you like the live, share the live. We're going to allow a few more people to rise on in, but it's going to be very, very, very interesting. Definitely. So peace unto you all. My name is Nadiie. I'm a medicine man of the culture of Siksika as Native American. Been initiated at the age of 7. And as, we grew up, we anchored more of the light, but also gained some, balance of how the world operates. So it allowed us to bridge with others a lot easier, because being a master is about bridging with others, not necessarily about how many spiritual gifts you have. That's not what makes a master. You can be just as powerful as a Buddha or a Jesus by not doing any miracles, by just holding on to the consciousness, being that loving person, living in the hearts and memories of people, have far more miraculous effects than actually doing something that humans deem supernatural. It's a state of being, it's a consciousness. And that also aligns with today 8-8 portal. So I know you've heard many, many spiritual teachers and every, guru, talk about portals or spirituality. And you may be asking, well, what can this person give you that's different than what you've been hearing in this new age community? Now, what I can give you is one, practicality, but two, a lesson and a pathway for becoming. Because most people, they give you modalities and techniques, they give you things, but they don't give you a way of life. See, when people's cameras turn off or when people are behind closed doors, that's when a lot of their true characters come out. Every single day, you have to be in the presence that you deem as serving. Every single day, you have to be in the mindset that this is what I want, this is what I'll get. You have to be in that mindset every single day. Now, who is the I that's talking that says, this is what I want, this is what I get? Now you have to align your will with the will of the source, of the all, of God. This is what we bring forth, a becoming, a pathway to become. Practical ways that you can guide your life in such a way, guide your mentality in such a way, guide your spirit in such a way that aligns you fully with everything that you see serve. There's no other way besides integrating that will lead you to what you call abundance, paradise, or even heaven. This is what we bring forth. This is what today is all about. Today is the 8-8 portal. I took almost 2 weeks off. I know I dropped 2 videos on YouTube. I usually record the videos first on the lives and then I'll post them to the YouTube. But I took about 2 weeks off because I felt this energy in me. It was like a chill. And this is very important because I'm already hearing, the beyond speak. There's somebody in here right now that essentially feels like they're procrastinating, feels like something is holding them back, or even themselves is holding them back. But rest assured, sometimes God says chill. Even when we say God is, movement, infinite movement, even though we say God is like this force that is, abundant in every way, sometimes the most loving thing to do is to walk away, and the most loving thing to do is stand still. If you're not in the state where you have to walk away, stand still. It's like this story about Bob Marley when he made Ambush in the Night. That song, Ambush in the Night, is essentially about him getting shot, assassination attempt on his life. He said a day before, Even if it wasn't a day before, it was sometime before, but only a few days before, he received a vision of the incident of him about to get, shot. And he said he heard God say, don't move. Now, most people, when they are in that situation, they're going to try to dodge, duck, and all of that. When the situation happened, the vision came back. Bob Marley stood still. God can say, don't move sometimes. God can say, chill. So that's what I was feeling. And that's what you are feeling. There are some times that just chill, relax, take it in, take a vacation. Not like a vacation that humans say on earth, and not that type of vacation. No, it's a vacation of the outside world. Vacate this outside world and go within and just chill, sit in it. I'm trying to get things done. I'm trying to get new jobs because I didn't have a job because I lost one job. They didn't appreciate me. I'm like, that's cool. I'm over here trying to work. I'm trying to form these teachings. I'm trying to do all of this. I'm bringing a family together. I'm doing so much. I'm healing people. My wife, she brings forth a lot of love, a lot of light because she's a master herbalist. She's a doula. She just got done delivering a baby last week. So she already got the energy because when you see life come in the world, it's like you just want to change. You want to change. And then all I heard was God saying, chill, relax. And it's in preparation for this day, this abundance. Understand that what may be common to most folk, what may be common to the people in your reality is not how it is for everybody's reality. And that's also another thing that we have to integrate. You may have perspectives that say, my life goes this way. My life embraces this way. But your life is much different than your peers. Everybody has a life that can be connected, for we are all the one. But because of our own names, because of how we identify, because of all of these other factors, what may be common to you is not going to be common to other folk. There is a person that I spoke to not too long ago that didn't even know the term energy, didn't even know what that actually meant. They thought that was just about working out and stuff. But some people would say, well, energy, that's like, spiritual 101. Not everybody is on that path. So what is common sense in spirituality ain't the same common sense as the humanness. And what's common sense in the humanness isn't the same common sense as spirituality. Grand Rising, I keep getting be still, be quiet, and listen. And I've been telling everyone that. Exactly. I already feel it. And it's in preparation for today. Today, we are all going to master how to utilize this portal. It's much different than, people's modalities, howl at the moon, spin around in circles, meditate like this, say these certain chants. No. It's a shift in consciousness. See, what's complex isn't always spiritual. Most of the time, what is complex is not being birthed from a spiritual foundation. For God is simple. God is extremely simple. When you deliver a prayer to God, for God, God is not going to give you an itinerary of what to do back because that's too much. God is never going to give you a 300,000 list every day for your lifetime of what to do and what not to do. No, it's a day-by-day, case-by-case, simple basis. How do we allow that to practically enter our lives? Allow change to be fluid, but also simple, also step by step. It may sound very simple, but you try to apply it and see how hard it can be when your ego is in the way. People may say, oh, yeah, you're teaching becoming. Oh, yeah, no, Jesus taught that. Let's see how many people are like Jesus. Oh, people can say, oh, you're teaching, stuff that is common sense and spirituality. Well, like I just said, there was a person I spoke to not too long ago that didn't even know the term energy. Not everything is so common sense. People may say this or people may say that, but listen, I promise you, when you actually sit down, if you don't try to change anything about your life, if you try to sit down and make a step-by-step of how you're going to change your life, it's going to be hard. It is going to be hard. The primary reason is because of doubt. How does any of this align with the 8-8 portal, Nadiie? Well, it all aligns because you're not going to be able to see the beyond when you have on God's glasses, but you're still covering your eyes. See, just being in this room, being in this live, attracting this dialogue, you attracted this. You was on your phone, or you wasn't on your phone. You got a call to scroll, laugh real quick, scroll, stop. When you stopped, you clicked here. You were called, you attracted it. For some people, the first thing they seen was me. You attracted this. You're already utilizing the 8-8 frequencies. Like how we say people already channel. To channel is to vocalize. To channel is to move. To channel is to be. You're already channeling. You're already utilizing the 8-8 frequencies. We just got to be more conscious about it. See, subconsciously, we are doing everything we're supposed to do. Subconscious. If you talk to God right now and you ask, God, what am I supposed to do? You're probably not going to hear a response. Why? Because you're doing what you're supposed to do already. Your question was, God, what am I supposed to do? But if you're already doing anything, there is no answer to that question. There isn't even a do what you're doing now. No. It's just be who you are, because who you are is what serves entirely. In order for you to see the beyond, see the effects of the beyond, see God, be God, however you see fit. We have to get past the seeds of doubt. We have to get past the seeds of fear. We have to get past all of the complexities of life and allow things to be more simple. We have to be able to bring our states of being, our states of consciousness to a step-by-step, simple nature. Start off not small. See, and this is where people get certain things confused. They think small is simple. You can be grandioso. See, we say not God is infinite, but limited. No, we say God is infinite because God is infinite. You can ask for $1 million. You can ask for $3 billion. You can ask for $1 trillion. And as long as you hold that state of mind, that frequency, as long as you become, God will put you on a path. For some people, they may just get knocked upside the head with raining money. For other people, God will say, all right, you say you want $1 million? Well, I'm going to put you on a life plan. And for every day of your life, every week of your life, or every month of your life, we're going to be making sure that number that's in your bank account constantly goes up. And by the time you reach this, you will get $1 million. Some people, it's the long way. Some people, it's the short way. But as part of not seeing things as too complex, don't see long or short as good or bad. Get out of duality completely. Because remember, master's bridge. God is the true master of masters. Not a singular person that we may give that title to. Not a singular, form of consciousness. No, the source of all things is the masters of all masters. So it knows how to bridge with you. It knows how to give information to you for it to connect like no other. God directly, remember, every single person, every single miracle worker, every single light worker, they all get the information and the light from God directly. So it's time for us to start going to God directly. Well, to go to God directly, allow the descriptions, the properties, the way that we know of God to rest within us as our heartbeats. Be as God would be. God is very simple. You move forth in this life step by step. So look, I'm going to give you this. Let's say you want to change something about your life that you feel doesn't serve. You want to lose weight. You want to stop smoking. You want to gain more spiritual insights. You want to astral project. You want to find more spiritual gifts. You want to stop having anxiety. You want to stop having seeds of depression. Not full depressed, because, you know, as a spiritual being, we can't actually be full depressed. It's actually impossible for you to be full depressed. But what you can have is the seeds. The seeds of depression, they come because of what you see. The seeds come from what you see. It's been planted within you. Let's say you want to, you know, transmute that energy. You want to do all of these things. Well, what is the first step? The first step, acceptance. Acceptance. We have to be comfortable and able to accept, one, who we are, one, where we are, and one, what we want to change. You said one 3 times. I thought you was going to say 1, 2, 3. No, it's all one. So right now, okay, I'm going to give everybody 3 seconds, and I'm going to count out loud, all right? That urgency is going to allow you to move the ego out the way and make a decision. In these 3 seconds, when I start counting, I'm going to need everyone to go in their mind's eye. You can close your eyes, you can keep your eyes open, but try your absolute best to not focus on these eyes. How you know you're not focusing on these eyes is you're not describing what you're seeing. If you want to keep your eyes open, then if you're looking at a table, don't call it a table. If you're looking at a wall, don't call it a wall. If you're looking at me, don't call me Nadiie. Stop describing everything in the world, and that's how you lessen the grip the world has on you. If you want to keep your eyes closed, it's infinitely easier. But remember, there's no good or bad. There's no right or wrong. Whatever serves, whatever God says do, you do. Whatever your higher self says do, you do. So in the next 3 seconds, when I start counting, take a very deep breath, and in your mind's eye, bring forth awareness to what you do not like about your life, about what's in your life, about some character traits that you have, about some things that are impending. In the next 3 seconds, when I start counting, bring your awareness after you take a very deep breath. What doesn't serve in my life? Don't ask the why, just the what is it? All right? Here we go. What doesn't serve in your life? Bring your awareness to it. 1, 2, 3. Whatever came to your mind, even if it was a past type of thought or image, even if it was like a, oh snap, where did that come from? A quick flash. Whatever came to your mind, that's exactly what God needed you to see, hear, feel. Whatever came to your mind is exactly what God needed you to see, hear, feel. Now you accept it. It's in your awareness. It's in your awareness. Now you accept it. Whatever it is, whatever came up, I accept this. I don't like this about myself. I don't like this that's around me. I don't like this that's in my life. I have brought my awareness to it, God. I have accepted it truly. How do we know you've actually accepted it? This is how we know. If that thing that came in your mind's eye just now, if that thing comes tenfold, if it comes back even more, let's say it was smoking, right? Let's say you're tired of smoking, you want to give up smoking. This is how you know you've truly accepted it. If the idea of smoking became very grand, very, hovering, if it presented itself as like a giant cloud just swallowing up light, would you be comfortable or would you start freaking out? Let's move on to another one. Let's say you wanted to transmute family issues, or you didn't really like the way the family is moving. Maybe the grandmother transitioned, the family's kind of disappearing. You don't like that. You want to fix that. Okay, this is how you know you accepted that. If one day in the family group chat, everybody said F each other, would you truly lash out, or would you take a deep breath and say, all right? See, acceptance is no reaction to it. Acceptance is not trying to fix it. Acceptance is just being. All right, this is what it is. That's what acceptance is. This is what it is. Are you able to say, this is what it is to whatever you brought forth in your mind's eye? If you're actually able to say that, Regardless of the outcome, see, acceptance says, I don't care what the outcome is. I just know I don't like this. If you're able to do that, you've actually accepted it. Perfect. Now, after your awareness and your acceptance to the thing that you don't want is now here, this is what you do. Remember, step by step. Everybody on the count of 3, take one deep breath. I'm talking about the deepest breath you have ever taken. Allow your stomach to protrude outwards and hold it. Hold your stomach outwards to where you feel that vibration. Remember, we brought our awareness to what we feel does not serve, and then we accepted it. You know you're accepting of what does not serve when you release yourself from reactions and you release yourself from expectation of an outcome. Now, on the count of 3, take one deep breath. Don't even try to exhale just yet. Allow your stomach to start shaking. That's actually vibration. That's actually electrical pathways that's going to be sparking up and energizing all of your light bodies. Astral body, etheric body, emotional body, mental body. Understand that this will work. On the count of 3, deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. You don't have to inhale so heavily, just inhale softly. Allow your stomach to protrude outwards. Hold it when you get to the very peak of your breath. Hold it. Hold it. Force it out. Force it out. Keep pushing it out. Keep your stomach protruding. Oh, my stomach is shaking, Nadiie. That's exactly what it's supposed to do. Bring your awareness to your body. Now bring your awareness to your light body. What does my light body look like? Just in your mind's eye, say, I want to bring my awareness to your light body, and it will be so. I promise you, God is that simple. I realized this when I was in the astral realms. I had certain thoughts. I almost passed out. It's okay. You all can take slight breaths outwards, but make sure you breathe back in. Don't kill yourself now. Okay, don't suffocate yourself now. Just allow your diaphragm to be properly utilized. Breathe out. Allow your stomach to protrude. Try to keep your back straight. Your back straight will really help because you're not utilizing too many other muscles. You don't want to utilize your shoulders. You don't want to utilize your throat muscles. You just want to utilize your diaphragm. Breathe out. If you need to take a slight breath, take a slight breath and breathe back in. Allow your mind's eye to focus on your light body now. Now your etheric body. It's the same process. Bring into your awareness, what does my etheric body look like? And it shall be so. Or you can just say, I want to bring my awareness to my etheric body, and that shall be so. Then you do it with your emotional body. You do the same thing. Then you do it to your mental body. Just replace the word with these other words. Mental, etheric, astral, light. You can do it very fast. Now exhale very, very slowly. If you exhale fast, it's okay. Just listen. When you do something like this, what you will recognize is a calming after you exhale, whether it's a fast exhale or a small exhale. A small as in a very soft and light exhale. It will be a calming. Now from this calming, remember, so what we did was we brought forth in our awareness what we felt does not serve. Now we are accepting it. Then we brought forth our awareness to calming all of our bodies. See, in order for you to receive the abundance of source, you must first empty your cup so that it can be filled. The reason why we just did that breathing technique was for us to be emptied, was for us to empty our cups. Notice that I didn't say, think this or think this or think that or think this or bring this and bring that. No, I just said, bring all of you into your awareness as you're doing this and then exhale. Because now you essentially called forth a oneness meeting with yourself. What we just did was we just declared that a meeting with ourselves, our bodies, our versions that is in the realms of heaven, that is in the realms of dimensionality, all come together now. Now they're all here. You brought your awareness to them. They don't just disappear and wisp off when you stop thinking about them, or because some of us are still thinking about them, they're still here. Now they're waiting for your command. Okay, you say they're waiting on my command, Nadiie. I want this, I want this. No, 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 no. That is not how that works. When you bring your light body, your etheric body, your astral body, your mental body, and emotional body into your presence, you don't just start giving them commands. They're still you. If someone just busted through your door and said, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, you will be like, no. Those bodies, those versions of you are still you. They have that same authority to say, no, you're not ready. So we called them in. Now they're waiting for your command. But commands do not get respected. Heed this call if you heed nothing else in this entire course. Commands do not get respected and answered in the realms of the beyond if your frequency does not match the type of command you're giving. I'm going to allow that to sit. Commands do not get respected or answered in the beyond if your frequency is not matching the type of command you're giving. For example, if you have broke energy, but you're asking for $1 million, you're not finna get $1 million. Example, if you have codependent energy and you're asking for a holy connection, you're not going to get one because holy connection and codependence does not go hand in hand. Your frequency, which is your state of mind, which is the type of actions, which is your routine, which is your thoughts, which is what you say. That is what creates your frequency. That is what creates your frequency. Routine, actions, thoughts, what you say, your consciousness, how you view yourself, how you view other people, how you view your reality. Not just, I view this as a beautiful reality. I view this as a beautiful person, even peering beyond just what is physical. This shifts your entire being, your entire perspective, your entire everything into a more light-based when you're not so focused on physicality. This shifts your frequency. Remember, your versions of yourself, the light body, etheric body, etc., they're all waiting on your command. Now we must shift our frequency. How do you shift your frequency? Now that our cup is emptied, after a breathing technique, we called all our bodies in. We allowed our stomach to protrude, exhale, allow that electrical energy to electrify our pathways. We exhaled. Now, bring forth a thought in your mind. Oh no, I thought we had to move away from thoughts. You're not going to be able to move away from thoughts until you're able to clearly identify what a thought is, where a thought comes from, and what thoughts are yours, what thoughts are not yours. You have to truly master what the thought is in order to move away from it. Because you can master one part of a thought, but let's say the intrusive thoughts, people say they have intrusive thoughts, but if you don't master that part, then you haven't mastered thoughts, so you can't get away from it because a thought will randomly pop up in your head when you see something. So right now, we're all collectively on the count of 3, all of us collectively is going to think about Earth. Remember, this is all for the 8-8 portal, and this 8-8 portal is happening on Earth. Every single being on Earth is being able to utilize this. What we're doing is we're emptying our cup so we can fill it. Now it's the filling part. Now we're going to be filling our cup with something. We're going to drop with thoughts. We're going to drop with now leaving thoughts because we've mastered them after the initial. Then we're going to drop more light, more light, more light. We're going to allow it to be steps. Remember I said steps. Remember I said make it simple. Most people, they withdraw back into humanness because they poured too much light in their human body. There is a reason. Heed this call if you also heed no other. There is a reason Jesus did not become enlightened until the age of 33. There's a literal reason for it. Because if he would have did it too young, there would have been issues. And if he would have did it too late, there would have been issues. There's a reason There is a steady flow of light, steady flow of information. And as things gradually progress, you get more grand. Peace unto you, Miss Angie. There is a reason for these things. As a quick recap for everybody that is new, we're bringing forth awareness to what serves not for us. What do you not like about your life? After that, you're going to accept it. You know you're accepting what comes forth in your awareness when you're not reacting to it. You're not bringing any reaction and you do not care about an outcome. Then you're going to take a very deep breath. You're not going to focus on exhaling too much, only if you need to, but you're going to allow your stomach to protrude outwards, allow it to shake, allow that electrifying vibration vibrate and electrify all of your pathways. Then you're going to constantly bring in your mind's eye the awareness of your light body, etheric body, astral body, mental and emotional body. How you do this is whilst you're meditating, whilst your stomach is protruding, all you got to do is say, I bring my awareness to my light body. I bring my awareness to my physical body. I bring my awareness to my astral, etheric, emotional, and mental body. Once you bring your awareness to it, once you just say, I'm bringing my awareness to it, your awareness is on it. It's that simple. Now we move forth in this. We had to empty our cup so we can fill it. When we brought our awarenesses to our bodies, all we did was just declare a meeting is going to be present. I declare that all of my versions of myself that make me one, be present now. Now that they're present, when you finally exhale, they're going to be awaiting your command. In order for your command to be respected, you must now become this frequency, the frequency of what you are wanting to ask. If it's a big ask, your frequency must have big energy. So this is what we're doing now, allowing our energy to be very grand, allowing our energy to expand, like the stories of Buddha. They said when Buddha was coming to a town, they felt him from miles away. We want to have that miles away energy. We want to have that planet to planet energy. We want to have that God to human energy. We want to have no distance at all. When a baby comes into this world, they want to feel you. That's how big we want your energy to be. When a baby is born, they say, dang, I felt Miss Angie just now. That's how powerful. All of us already are. We're just bringing our awareness to it now. So now, in everyone's mind's eye, on a count of 3, we're going to think about Earth. Remember, this is all for the 8-8 portal today. That's why we're teaching today. Once we master this first part, then we're going to dive deep into how we can utilize the 8-8 portal. But you're not going to be able to spiritual bypass. People like to spiritually bypass. Oh, I'm just going to wait until he tells me this part. Yeah, some people will leave the live and join when I start talking about that. But guess what? It's not going to work. Because remember what I said earlier? Your wishes and prayers will never be respected and answered in the beyond if your frequency is not that of what you're commanding. So yes, you can wait and listen to the ending part, but just knowing that 2 + 2 is 4, or just knowing that the answer to this equation for this math problem is 4, isn't going to give you the point, because what does the teacher say? Show your work. That is what the teachers say. Show your work. You're not getting credit for this. Show your work. That is what becoming is in spirituality. It's showing your work. I do this. That's what you're telling everyone. I do this. I have the credentials because I became this. Now you heed my call. An angel will listen to you because angels are literally beings of service. There will be no angel that denies you when you heed these calls. So here we go. On the count of 3, everybody think about Earth. 1, 2, 3. Picture Earth in your mind. Think about it. The word Earth. What does Earth look like? Visualize it. Even bring a video image. We are able to bring video images into our mind's eye, into our visualization. Do not just allow your visualizations of Earth. Visualize Earth. Visualize Earth. Visualize Earth. Do not allow this visualization to just be a static image. Visualize Earth moving. Remember a movie or a show or a video that you've seen that had Earth in it. Visualize it. See it. See it. Now, Earth is in front of you. What do you want to give Earth? What do you want to say to Earth? What serves for you to bring forth to all there is as it pertains to this dimension, this planet. We brought our visualizations to Earth. You can do it with your eyes open or with your eyes closed. It doesn't matter. Think about Earth. Visualize Earth. Make sure it's on a static image. Make sure it's moving. Make sure it's living. That's how you know something is alive, when it's moving. Even the walls and the couch and the tapestry, everything is moving. It's no coincidence when I said moving and movement, it started moving. You see? There's no coincidence of these things. Pay attention. So, as we bring forth this awareness, what do you want to say to Earth? Earth, oh my gosh. Pachamama, or, Gaia. My life has been headed in this direction. I know my life is a reflection of your life. That means you probably are feeling your version of what I'm feeling. How about we work together in order to gain some wisdom, insights, to transmute all of this darkness so we can just move totally in the light. Collaborate with Earth. Don't be afraid. Don't see Gaia as some grandiose figure that wants to be separate from everybody. No. You are just as a part of Gaia as Gaia is a part of you. Visualize Earth. Send light to it if you want to. Speak to it if you want to. Collaborate with it if you see that as serving. The reasoning we bring our attention to Earth is because we're on Earth. So when you step outside, it's in your best interest to have the backing of the entire planet. Planets are alive. Planets are living. They have thoughts, feelings, and everything like we do. It just operates in a complete different way. Planets are a body. So when you communicate to it like it's a living being, it's like when you talk to a dog like it has a soul, the dog will love you more. Well, just replace the word dog with anything that is living. When you talk to it like it's alive, like it has a soul, when you talk to the trees, the grass, the blades of anything, any form of nature outside, even the planet itself, when you talk to it like it has a soul, it will be more inclined to listen to what you have to say. All right, and so now that we've spoken to Earth, we sent our light to it, we try to, formulate a plan of collaboration. Cool. Now, keep this visualization of Earth in your mind, all right? Keep this visualization of Earth in your mind. Now, what you're all going to do is you're going to look above Earth, and you're going to visualize a big giant ball of light. Light does not just have to be the typical color that we think it is when we say the word light. Whatever color that comes to your mind's eye when you say the word light, allow a giant orb, probably the size of Earth, probably even bigger than the size of Earth. Allow that to be in your visualization right above Earth. What does this mean? What we're bringing our awareness to is seeing beyond the veil, seeing beyond the ether even. So, above every single planet, there are two forms of energy. Above every single planet. There's energy that is influencing dark pathways, and there's energy that is influencing light pathways. Anytime you doubt, anytime you fear, anytime you bring any form of separation, it influences that dark orb and grows it. Anytime you love, anytime you forgive, anytime you become who you are without regards to doubt or anything that is of dualism, then that light orb grows. When you set an intention to bring light above the planet, as above, so below. Type 33s in the chat if what we just said made sense. I got to make sure we're all following. Type 33s in the chat if what we said just made sense. Got to make sure everyone is in complete alignment. Type 33s in the chat if what we said just made sense. In order for us to experience light totally, the statement as above, so below, you literally picture the light above the planet, so it shall rest within us. Because by the laws of Earth, gravity is actually a very interesting law because there's a spiritual element to gravity. The absolute moment you start to visualize this planet, there's a spiritual version of gravity that comes forth. It's a drawing. You know how you jump and you go back down? And that in between that distance, there's a drawing that's pulling you down. That's because the laws of this planet. So when you visualize the planet and you visualize light above it, because the light is above the planet's spiritual version of gravity is going to start pulling it down. As above, so below. It's going to start pulling that light. Now, if all of us do that technique, Earth has a lot more light to pull into it. Thank you for giving me this light. Thank you for giving me this light. That's what Earth is saying. Especially on this day, the 8/8 day, the day of abundance. You want abundance, correct? Well, you're inhabiting a planet. The planet also wants abundance because it is a living being. Every being is able to benefit from the 8/8 portal because the 8/8 portal has foundations of abundance. Though that is not what the entire portal is about. The entire portal is not just about getting things, because truly, what is there to get if you have everything? That's another version of understanding that you are one with God. God, I need not ask for everything or anything, for you have given me all. So, in this perspective, as we anchor what this is, we distribute the light to Earth. We at least give the foundation. All right, Gaia, we're going to give you the foundation of this 8/8 portal because the collective consciousness is deeming this day as an important day. We're going to be able to assist you. So everybody visualize Earth, send that giant ball of light right above Earth, and because it's right next to Earth, the spiritual version of gravity is going to pull it into it. From the above to the below, as above, so below. It's going to pull it into it. Now, this part is extremely important. Now, I need everybody to actually visualize the ball of light they put above Earth being sucked in, being pulled into Earth. I need everyone to actually visualize it, see it. See Earth actually drawing that ball of light into it. Why is this important? Just hold on. Remember, step by step. Don't get too focused on the past. Don't get too focused on the future. Focus on this right now. Give your undivided attention to seeing and visualizing that ball of light that you created, whatever color, whatever shape. I don't care if a ball looks like a triangle to you, then so be it. But just a nice amount of light above the planet, visualize it being sucked into the planet, drawn forth into it. It can be fast, it can be slow. Just make sure it doesn't teleport to it. You don't want it to disappear. You don't want to give the ego any room to say, oh, it didn't, nope, it went to a different planet. You don't want the ego to get in the way. Because if you make it disappear, you make it do it, the ego gonna come be like, yep, you done sent it to Mars on accident. It'd be like, no, I told it to go to Earth. No. You didn't see it go to Earth, didn't you? So make sure you allow the drawing aspect to happen. That's going to build on your visualization. Now, after the Earth has drawn in this light, I need everyone to close your eyes. As a quick recap, make sure everybody's eyes are closed. We're going to recap real quick for all the newcomers. Right now, we're in preparation for the 8/8 portal. In order to master the 8/8 portal, we have to empty our cup so we can fill it. The first thing that we must do is awareness. Bring awareness to what does not serve in your life. What do you not like about your life, what you do, or the people around you, or the environment. Bring your awareness to it. Secondly, you accept it. You accept it. You accept it. How do you know you are accepting something? Make sure all of your eyes are closed. How do you know you're accepting something? When you're not allowing reactions to be emitted from your essence. When you're not focused on the outcome. That is how you know you have truly accepted something. Moving forth, we need everybody to empty their cup. So, you're going to take a very, very deep breath. Allow your stomach to protrude. Not going to be too focused on the exhale unless you absolutely must exhale, but not too much. Allow your stomach to protrude and vibrate outwards. Do not pass yourself out. Have your back up straight. Make sure you're not utilizing any other muscles besides your diaphragm. Protrude your stomach in your mind's eye as you're doing this deep inhale. Bring your awareness to your etheric body, mental, astral, emotional, physical body. Mental body. Allow all of your body's light body, heaven body, all of them. Bring your awareness to them. How do I do that? Simply just say, I'm going to bring my awareness to this body. And that is all it takes. Life is very simple. Spirituality is very, very simple. Now that we move forth in this, now all of your bodies, all versions of you that make up who you are is now present. You have declared a national galactic meeting to be present. So now all of your bodies is awaiting your command. In order for your wishes to be respected in the beyond, you must become the frequency of the command that you seek. So if you have broke energy and you're trying to wish for $1 million or pray for $1 million, you're not going to get it. If you have codependent energy and you're trying to get a holy connection, it's not going to happen. Your frequency has to match what you are commanding. So now we're going to bring our awareness. You can exhale after you've brought your awareness to your bodies. Bring your awareness to Earth. Now you're going to allow a giant orb of light or just a mass amount of light to be above the planet. You're going to create that and allow a visualization to also draw that light to the planet. You are going to want to see it happening. That's why we said do not allow your visualizations to be static images. Allow it to be moving, for everything is in vibration. Everything is in energy and frequency. The walls, the tapestry, the blanket, the couch, everything is moving on even deeper than a molecular level. This is even science. Everything is vibrating. Everything is moving. Literally nothing is standing still. You know something is alive when it is moving. That's why your visualizations must be alive, meaning they must be moving. Allow yourself to see the planet spin. Allow yourself to see that orb being drawn into the planet. When that orb, keep your eyes closed, everyone. When your orb of light has now entered the planet, when you open your eyes on the count of 3, everyone keep your eyes closed. When you open your eyes on the count of 3, I need you all to say this statement together on the count of 3. In unison, we have to actually be in this together, participate. In unison, we are all going to say, I am in and on the earth that I seen. I am in and on the earth that I seen. That same earth that you sent that light into, you're going to affirm and command you are there in it and on it. In it because the light went into the planet. So what you're actually doing is you're aligning yourself with the vessel of Gaia, with the body of the planet. You're allowing your consciousness to rest easy in knowing that you and Gaia are one. That's why you say in and on. In as in I also am Gaia, you also are Gaia, and on as in I also am this being that is inhabiting Gaia. So on the count of 3, we are all going to say, I am in and on the earth that I seen. The planet that I seen, Gaia that I seen. Whatever word that you want to use, Gaia, Pachamama, Earth, the planet. But just say I am in and on Earth or the planet that I seen. All right? 1, 2, 3. Say it with me. Open your eyes. I am in and on the planet that I seen. Even if you said Earth instead of planet, Gaia instead of planet, Pachamama instead of planet, it's okay. They're all the same thing, different names. Our eyes is open. We've affirmed it. We're all going to say it again. Emphasis. Like my second mentor said, the follow-up is just as important as the initiation because that shows you're serious. See, Jesus could have performed a miracle day 1, but day 2. If you also perform a miracle that day, and day 3. If you also perform a miracle that day, day 4. And if you're constantly being the light, oh, you're serious. So on the count of 3, we are all again going to say, I am now in and on the earth that I seen. 1, with our eyes open. 2, 3. I am now in and on the planet that I seen. Look around you. Look around you. Even in your mind's eye, if you have to say, yep, this is it. I'm here. Say it, even if you don't consciously believe it, subconsciously and on a soul level, you know you're actually here now. You're in the planet that you just gave all that light to. I promise it's just as simple as this. I promise it's just as simple as this. So now everybody look around, look at your planet, look at your room, look at whatever environment you are in and say, yep, this is it. I don't need a seed of doubt to enter me, for this is where I'm supposed to be. Say that in your mind's eye if you need to, or any iteration or version of that statement. Allow not any fear or doubt to rest within you, for your heartbeat and miracles is the only thing that shall rest within you moving forth, the light. Look around. I am here. I am on this planet that I sent that light to, that I know is of the light. I am in and on that planet that all those other beings, that same planet, we didn't send it to different planets. No, we all collectively sent it here, where we are. Just as easy as it was to get here, you can also leave and remove yourself from it. So that's why we're making an intention to really hyper-focus on this. How are you thinking? What things are you doing? How does your skin look? How are you viewing yourself? How do you view me? What thoughts are coming in your mind? All of this is a part of the frequency of the version of you that is on that planet, which is you. So when you go outside, you know how you operate, because when I was with the Master Nadiie, I was thinking this type of way. I was viewing things in this type of way. I was doing these type of things. If I go outside and I'm not doing any of those three things, I know I'm not on that planet. So for me to go on that planet, all I have to do is shift my frequency. How I shift my frequency is do the things that I was doing when I was with the planet, in the planet, on the planet with Nadiie. Type 33s in the chat if that makes sense. Type 33s in the chat if what we just said makes sense. May you please type 33s in the chat if we brought some level of service and knowingness within how we inhabit this frequency, this dimension, this planet. All right, cool. Now for the part that everybody is excited for. How the heck do we utilize the 8-8 frequencies, the 8-8 portal? Cool. We have now success. I need everybody clap your hand. I don't care if somebody's next to you. I don't care if you're in a gas station. No, clap, cheer, stretch. Be happy. Be as a child. You know, a child is not going to worry about what Becky over there doing. A child not worrying about what Jerome over here doing. A child is focused on being happy and being in the state of being. You are all on the planet that is filled with light, only light, totally light. Y'all should be cheering. Y'all cheer when y'all get a promotion at the job. Well, this is a promotion of your life. That's far more important than working for some man or woman. Y'all cheer on your birthdays. Well, this is the birth of a new world, a birth of a new frequency. You should be cheering for this. You cheer in so many other scenarios. So cheer, be happy, smile if you don't want to be too loud. Be joyous now. For you're not going to attract joy if you're scared of joy. Be joy. Kids attract joy. Attract people that say, "Oh, you're so pretty. Oh, look at you. Oh, that's so funny." Kids attract that because they are that. I know you when y'all was in, the grocery stores, you see that little stink baby over there just being so nasty. Why you mad at me? Y'all don't bring that same joy to that type of, child. Why? Because the child is attracting the frequency of not joy. So now, when you have a wonderful child that's happy and dancing, a little girl with her pink tails, be like, "Oh, look how cute she is." Don't yell at her. She's attracting it because she is. Celebrate internally or externally. Just celebrate. Be happy. Be comfortable. Own it. Ownership is what will lead us to maintaining this frequency. Ownership. We're going to own this. I own that I made it to the new planet, to the light, to the love, to this frequency that Jesus and Buddha and all of these other powerful beings existed in. I'm on the same planet that they was on. Because remember, our reality is our reality. So if you change how you operate, change your thoughts, your reality changes, meaning the type of earth you are on and in will change. Well, if you're joyous, if you're of the light, if you're forgiving, if you're being of love, well, the reality, which also means the earth that you're on, changes. Now that we're in this frequency, now that we're on this earth that we all collect, remember, don't just say I'm on the earth that I'm the one that sent light to. Don't just say I'm on the earth that I sent light to. No, no, no. It's the earth that all of us sent light to. So now rest assured that you have backup. I need all of you to know that you are not alone. If no one says it, I will. You have backup. If you don't know about your spiritual team, when you say the word spiritual team, I need you, trust that Nadiie is going to show up. Trust that the spirit of Mustanji is going to show up. Trust that Jessica Rich Tattoos or Jesse Rich Tattoos will show up. Trust that Elaine Bailey will show up. Trust that Don will show up. Trust that all of us will show up. Trust that Jack will show up. Trust that Dwayne will show up. Trust that we all will show up. We are in this together. We are your spiritual team. Our spirits are. Because we are the ones in unison that sent the light to the planet. The same planet. So, collectively, I need everybody in the comments right now. Everybody in the comments say, I will show up. Everyone type in the comments, I will show up. Because I need all of us to see who's really with us. When you call forth a spiritual team of any name, I don't care what creed it is. I don't care what it is. When you call on that spiritual team, everyone here that says I will show up, rest assured that they will. Their spirits will show up. They have declared it. You all have a spiritual team. We are in this together. We did the technique together. So now y'all can't say, no, no, no. Y'all can't say I'm alone now. Y'all can't say, woe is me now. I'm so alone. I can't have no support. Y'all can't say that. Because God has now just showed you the God in me, the God in you, and the source of all, in unison as the Trinity, has just showed you you have support and you have a spiritual team. We have just affirmed it just now. We have just declared it. Remember when I said that your bodies, the etheric, light, heaven body, remember when I said they're all waiting for your command? Remember when I said that? This is another one of those commands. There is a reasoning. And I see some people are already connecting the dots. There's a reasoning I told you all to invite all of those bodies in, but don't tell them to do anything just yet. Just invite them in because of this moment right here. Because when you just typed in the comments, I will show up, all of your bodies in unison said, I will show up. So even if Miss Stanji, the physical version of her, ain't able to show up to you when you say you need a spiritual team, the light version of her gonna show up. The heaven version of her gonna show up. The etheric version of her gonna show up. The emotional version of her gonna show up. The mental version of her gonna show up. And that's the same for every single person. That is the same for every single being in here. That is precisely why I said call on those versions of you, those bodies, but don't have them do nothing. Just say we're declaring a meeting. Because now you have given an actual command. Show up for everybody in this live. When they say they need a spiritual team, when they say they need some spiritual backup, when they say they need reinforcements, yo, God, bring the light. Y'all know y'all have a team now. Again, celebrate. Be happy. Be joyous. Right now, we must embody joy. Like a kid. Like I said, like a kid. A kid is going to attract joy if they're happy. You're not going to be yelling and scoffing at a child with pigtails that's dancing in the Kroger. No, you're going to say, oh, look at that kid. She's so happy. She having the blood. She just made my day. You're going to say that made my day. So I need everybody to have that same level of excitement or more and be joyous right now. Thank you, God. Bring tears, bring happiness, bring shouts, bring laughter, bring anything you need, because God has literally just declared that y'all have a spiritual team. It's not just no airy fairy mystical thing that's far away. No, God showed me some physical people. Last time I checked, Miss Stanchi is real. Last time I checked, Jesse is real. Last time I checked, Flight is real. Elaine is real. Don is real. Jack is. These are all people a part of your spiritual team. Last time I checked, those are real beings with real souls, with real feelings, with real actions, with real deeds, with real purpose. Dwayne is here. Everybody is here. They all said they will show up for you. So people are saying, oh, well, how do we utilize the 8-8 portal? We just did. We just did. I promise it's that simple. Yeah, it's much different than many other spiritual teachers and all of that, because I understand how a Buddha, how a Yeshua, how all these masters were. And you understand them too. It's not about doing cool magic and all of that and miracle. No. It's a becoming. It's a knowingness. Rest assured, when you know something, when you invite joy, when you invoke joy, when you allow it to be present within your life, it will reflect to you. Because we've been joyous throughout this process, because we've released all the pains and darkness by allowing the light orb to go into earth, because we allowed ourselves to be in and on the planet that we sent light to, because we did all of these things, everyone, this is utilizing the 8-8 frequency. The 8-8 portal today is a very powerful time, because the collective consciousness says that on this day, the floodgates open. So you better learn how to swim. Right now, we didn't just learn how to swim, we mastered it, and we are able to teach others. Are you saying the 8-8 portal is more of an embodiment than a place? Exactly. See, I'll give you a quick story. On days like this, on portal days, because remember, today's calendar is not the same as the calendar that Yeshua would have used or whatnot. It's very, very different. They just mainly looked at the stars, looked at how the sun was positioned, looked at how everything in the sky was, and they was like, okay, when the stars are right here and the sun is right here and the clouds moving this way and this happens, that means this is the 8-8 portal. They would have called it a different name, but it would be the exact same. Basically, a frequency of abundance has now covered the planet. You know, it's like the same type of frequency of like when Yeshua was born. You know, when Yeshua was born, there's literally records of Asian kings, you know, writing and scribing that there was like this mass amount of joy and peace upon the planet when Yeshua was born. There's literally writings in like the Asian histories about it. And also there were writings about how a wave of darkness covered the planet when he transitioned outwards. So people are able to read the stars, read into beyond the ethers. We're able to see what's going on. We don't need calendars. It's just in today's generation, it's a lot more simple. It's a lot more focused because the light is so present. See, back in the days, it was hard to find a seer. It was hard to find a miracle worker. It was hard to find a Yeshua back in the days. That's why he got chastised, because he was one of the few that were even a thing. Most people didn't even know that was possible. Nowadays, we have flipped darkness on his head and kicked it out like Uncle Phil. Kicked out bro. You know I'm talking about, the DJ. Threw him out the crib. Now there's tapestry with sacred geometry. You know, back in the days in the ancient Kemet, not the Egyptian version of ancient Kemet, the ancient Kemet that was in America, and also the Egyptian one, but also the one in America. They didn't allow these things to be in the forefront. These things were actually on talismans and they were guarded. They was actually in temples and they was guarded. Nowadays, it's just out there because the light is so much heavy, present, apparent. If we was to go back 500 years ago, we would be glowing to these people. You literally would be considered a god 500 years ago. You literally, like, I am not even exaggerating. I'm not trying to gas you up. You actually would be. Because your frequency, your state of being, your consciousness is far beyond. See, on a foundational level, what makes a god is wisdom. On a foundational level, what makes a god is wisdom. Even Thoth says this. If you don't want to believe Nadiie, even Thoth says this. What makes a god is wisdom. That's why Thoth is the wisdom bringer. Thoth is thought. That's why they're both hand in hand. He was the master of the mind. That's why his name is akin to what thought is. Thoth, they actually call him Thoth as well. Thoth or Thoth, Thoth, they're all the same thing. They sound similar for a reason. He's a master of the mind, a master of wisdom. When you study his teachings, what does he say? Wisdom. I'm the bringer of wisdom. Wisdom is what makes a god at a foundational level. So just off the strength of you knowing what this looks like, you knowing what spirituality is, you knowing what energy is, you knowing what the veil is, you knowing how to get past light and dark, you knowing how to do all of this, off the strength of that, if you was to go back 500 years ago, you would be on the same level, if not more than Jesus. But because it's more stabilized now, we don't need someone to do some grandiose miracle and make a giraffe into a tree or make somebody raise from the dead in order for us to believe in God. We're much more simple. Back in the days, it took a lot for people to really, really believe in God. That's why there's something called culture bringers. And every single culture, in the native cultures, you have the corn woman, you have, the water woman. You have Yeshua as a culture bringer. You have Buddha as a culture bringer. You even have Shiva as the culture bringer to bring what is now known as a yogi to the Eastern cultures. There's always a culture bringer in the old times because the light was not as apparent as it is now. So we need somebody to totally embody it plus some. Totally embody it plus some to win the people over. Yeshua didn't have to perform miracles to show you that God exists, but he needed to win the humans over. What is the best way to win a egoic-based being over? Show them something supernatural and say it's God. Because it is. So he wasn't lying. But if Yeshua knew that he was going to a planet that was full of light already, he would have been like, just leave the miracles out. I know in my ability to vocalize the light. Because remember, what they call Christ consciousness is in the throat. Unconditional love, energy to all of you. We love you. Christ consciousness is in the throat. How do we know this? If Yeshua did not talk, you didn't know what I just said. If Yeshua did not talk, you would not know of him. If people did not talk about him, you would not know of him. That is a fact, regardless of any religion, creed, philosophy, or perspective you have. In unison, all of us can all say, yeah, if that person did not speak, and if everybody else did not speak about him to other people, we would not know about him. Therefore, what the Christ is the throat. You can lose any other energy center. But as long as you have the throat center, as long as you're able to deliver the what? If they hide it in plain sight, the word. If you're able to deliver the word, then you're able to align yourself with that which is God. It's called the word for a reason. Last time I checked, words came from your mouth. So, we have now just delivered mass amount of light to ourselves, to all others, and we're now able to live in this planet of light peacefully and full of joy. We have just utilized the 8-8 portal. In closing, what we will say is this. Release yourself from the tension and the desire to force a wish or a will upon a prayer to and for God. For God already knows all. What serves is for us to just call forth source. And as you call forth what we call God, that's enough. When you exist in a realm of light, when you exist in a place of peace, God is also there because God is light, peace, love, etc. God is not evil. God is not judging. God is not any of these things. A human said God is. Who are you going to believe? God or man? Everybody in the comments right now, type who do you want to believe? God or man? Man says God is judgmental. Man says God is a fearful tyrant. Man says all of these things about God. But when you pray to God, you don't feel fear. When you pray to God, you do not feel pain. In the comments right now, who are you going to believe? God or man? When you talk to God, not even just pray, when you're just having a normal conversation with God, you don't feel some impending danger like your life is about to end if you say the wrong word. When you talk to God, you feel a state of forgiveness. Even if I slip up with my statements and words and the way I utilize this frequency, God, I know you shall forgive me and guide me in the way. Because of that fact, the moment you embrace a place that exudes the qualities of God, not just a church or any of these places, because there are some churches that do not exude God at all. There are some churches that we can clearly see God is not there. God is there as a foundation because God is everywhere, yes, but the consciousness of God is not there. We know there's many places like that. Like there's people like that. Yes, as a foundation, God is in you because God is everywhere. But the consciousness of God is not in that person. They're not aware of it. So what do we say in those moments? We forgive them for we know not what they do. And we keep on moving. So when you align yourself, peace unto you, Miss Angie. When you align yourself with this place of peace, in closing, you are now with God. So don't get too caught up in asking for all of these elaborate prayers. God, I need this, that, or that. Just call God in. But the best way to call God in is not by calling on God. The best way is to go to where God is. You go to where God is by being in a place of peace, being on this earth that we created with this technique, being here, staying here. Remember, again, the best way to reach God is not calling on it, it's going to where it is. With that, we say peace. I love you. I love you all, truly do. My next teaching is going to be very soon. Remember, click the link in my bio, and you'll be able to see a link tree. You can donate to me of what we have provided serves for you. Click donate. You can click Nadiie Black's guidance. This live will be posted on my YouTube channel. Nadiie Black's Guidance is the YouTube channel, so make sure you click the link in the bio, click Nadiie Black's Guidance, donate if you need to. Also know that we also create music, very, very powerful music. It's not just spiritual, airy-fairy music. It's really good music that you can hear, you know, in the radio, and it has the foundations of light. If you click on the link in the bio, you'll see the last 3 links are, you know, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. Just type in the name Nadiie Black, Nadie Black. Y'all know how to spell that. And you will be able to listen to my music. My latest album, The Last Resort, is now out. And I also have an album with my brother called Why We Fear, which is also an acronym, Why We Find Everyone and Rise. That is out as well. Listen to those 2 albums. Please, it will give you the light. Share them. Let's bring light to the world as we already did.